Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Live from Lavender Town. Trying out a couple new things here. Obviously, as you can see, we've moved the camera over to the right side. Well, this is pointing the opposite, so it's over there. Essentially, we want to make room for the buttons that are all up here. Also, tried a new kind of camera position out here right now, so I'll be looking up a lot, but I think it'll be better overall because it's just kind of where we have it set before. It just kind of leaves the picture sort of grainy. But all that aside, mostly what we want to accomplish here is to open up more unified minds. We still need to get Mewtwo and Mew. And so we're going to open up 50 more packs right now. And we're going to keep opening up 50 more packs until we find them. And I guess just to kick things off, I'm not going to open all these other little side packs that I got from like little tournaments. But this was my end of the week pack. And we'll just kind of make that be our starting out pack. Yeah, nothing of note really. Seeing the Ultra Recon Squad supporter card there really just makes me think of when we pulled the full art version out of the booster box we opened about a year ago now. A year and some change. And oh, nice, first pack pulling out a reset stamp. And wow. Boy, we are already kicking things off with an Aerodactyl GX. In our last video, I pulled something like 7 Ultra Rares in the space of 24 packs. It was wild. It was unreal how many I was pulling. So basically, I'm just looking to keep that up. Reverse Frostlass, always useful, and the Alolan Marowak, which maybe isn't as useful. Kind of a unique sort of attack. And of course, again, we're still dealing with that. Nope, we're not. They fixed the glitch now, so when we end, there's going to be 13 packs left. And I have more in the wings, so don't worry. We'll be opening those up and more too, definitely soon. And yeah, it is. Normally I film these in the afternoon or even sometimes in the evening, but it is the morning here. I woke up early today and I was eager to dive right back into this and try to get some more. So yeah. I didn't wake up early to do this, but this is as soon as I knew that I was up and I wasn't going to fall back asleep, I knew what I wanted to do, and it's open more packs. Yeah, not a ton of new news has come out in the Pokemon universe. Some new Pokemon have been revealed for Sword and Shield. I'm not as put out, by the way, by these pulls being, well, so far lots of duds and one GX that I already have. Because these are all trade locked. And granted, I will never want to trade my Mew, but I want Mews. I want 4. So yeah, but still, there is that. But what I wanted to talk about here is, I guess there's been a couple of new Pokemon announced, right? Just today, the kind of rumors that were sort of going around from and a full art Aerodactyl GX. So I think, yep, now we have a playset of full art Aerodactyls plus extras, so that's going to become a trade tool for me, so that's cool. But yeah, there were rumors from seemingly reliable leak source that we were going to be getting a Galarian Farfetch'd, and we did. We definitely did. And that's kind of now been more or less confirmed from what I've been seeing today. So that's pretty cool. I'm intrigued to see what they do with these Galarian forms. I don't know how you would pronounce it. And I'm also curious to see, as a Pokemon Go player, how they eventually incorporate them into Pokemon Go. Because that's gonna be a thing too, and that'll be fun. Because even though the new gens are far away in Pokemon Go, it'll be still cool to see the Galarian forms get, they always get released earlier on, and now we are in the unlocked packs, and I should probably take this moment to let you know that unfortunately Joanna isn't here for this video. She had to go to work, and I think that's my playset of Cherish Balls now, so that's pretty awesome. And our first unlocked pull for the day is Magmortar. Yeah, she had to work today, and but she should be back for the next video for sure. I mean, we do live together, so she's never far away. That new Dragonite could have some playability just for the ability alone to charge it up, and then to do 170, which is a D-Denny, I mean, it's got some utility. It's never fun to have. Excuse me. Wow, it is morning. It's never fun to have multiple different types of energy in your deck, and that's one of the things that holds Dragon types back. I feel like Dragon types have this weird thing. They don't hit for weakness on anything in the TCG. And they have a weird and difficult, unusual sort of energy cost that makes things a challenge. And to make up for those two things, in theory, they would do more damage, but I don't know that I feel like many Dragon Pokemon make up for the downsides with upside, I think in Expanded, definitely Rayquaza GX definitely makes up for it. I love running that deck in Expanded. But I can't remember the last time I felt like Standard, like, you know what? When it is going to be is the next release. Cosmic Eclipse is going to have I was going to call it Reshi's art, and I think everybody wants to. The Reshiram and Zekrom tag team. It's going to be bonkers. It's going to be so bonkers. It's going to be like a turbo version of Ultra Necrozma. And just insane damage. It's like discard energy from this Pokemon, as many as you want, and it's 70 per energy discarded in this way. That's gonna be wild. And oh my god, we are our Ultra Race. Where are all the hits? Did I get them all in the last video? Oh, Slumbering Forest. I was like that. I feel like this is gonna be one though. I called it. Slowpoke and Psyduck GX. It's a funny tag team, and I mean, a tag team's a tag team. I have two of those. I'd run something fun with that. I feel like you could maybe make more combinations that can make Ditch and Splash work in Expanded, because there are ways. Because in Standard, you desperately need your supporters for a draw engine, but in Expanded, they're still really important. But you have a lot of tools to help you to draw a lot more quickly, and you can build up a handful of supporters real quick. So I could see it working. Yeah, we're at about average as far as Ultra. Well, no, because it's deceptive. We're about halfway through this opening, so I feel. There we go. Yes, love getting Weavile GX. It's an awesome card. then that's 2 GXs in a row. But that Weavile is just insane. And I've read this card already, but like that Shadow Connection ability, being able to move basic Dark Energy from any of your Pokemon to any other Pokemon at any time, it's wildly awesome. I will not lie. I swear I'm awake, guys. I swear. Come on, 3 in a row. That was too good to be true. It's an interesting Alolan Raichu, the Electro Rain. It's kind of reminds me, there was a oh god, what was it? It was a Steel type Pokemon. It was back in XY. I want to say it was in Steam Siege, but I could be wrong. It had this ability though that it was a stage 1 was its fully evolved form. Ooh, yes, another giant heart. And it would, yo, Espeon and Deoxys GX, yes, let's go. Oh, that's awesome. It does, let's see here, Psychic Club. So it's got 260 HP, which isn't amazing, you know, but it's 260. It's more than Pikarom. It's got Psychic Club, which does 10 damage, plus 30 for each of your bench Psychic Pokemon. So in theory, you would bench 5. You wouldn't have D-Denny, but then you would be able to do 160 with that. And that's pretty decent. And you're getting a knockout on Mewtwo and Mew. And then there's Cross Division as its GX attack. And that allows you to put 10 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way that you like. And if this Pokemon has at least 3 extra energy attached to it, you put 20 damage counters on them instead, which can get insane. This is kind of echoing the GX ability, or the GX attack that Espeon GX had. A really good card from the base set. This probably stood the test of time as the best GX out of Sun and Moon base set. Like, initially it was Decidueye, but it very quickly became Espeon GX. It's a good card, Espeon and Deoxys. The best card we pulled in this opening so far still has definitely been Weavile, and that's an amazing card all the way around, and I can't wait to use that. So that was 3 GXs out of 4 packs. That is wild. I half expected to see another, my goodness. Oh, what I was mentioning before. The Steel type that you would discard Steel Energy and it would do like 30 damage for every Steel Energy discarded. It was kind of and it was like Metal Rain, I think was the name of the attack. But I can't remember the Pokemon that it was on. I don't know why. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. But anyway, it's the Bell one. It's the Bell one. I don't know. It gave me a kind of cool image in my head though, of like the bell clanging back and forth, and then out of the bottom of it is all this like steel hail coming down, raining on the opponent. It wasn't that good of a card, but it was a cool mental image. And man, if I'm not gonna get GXs, I really want to see some more Haxorus. I really do. I keep talking about how much I want to play it. It's not that good. And another Aerodactyl. In total, we have 6. And that's not including in real life, where we also have some too. It's not a bad card. It really isn't. There can be a disparity, I think, in quality. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do, but in quality of GXs, and in a set where like there's this top heavy line of maybe 1 or 2 or even 3 really good GXs, but then like a bunch of crappy ones. This set, I think most of the GXs have some utility, you know. A lot of good ones, a few really great ones, and maybe, I mean, if I had to pick an odd man out, I'd probably pick Mawile. For how often I pull Aerodactyl, it at least can get played. This Dragonite GX is very playable too. 250 HP, which, you know, that's pretty good for a stage 2. That's pretty much what we come to expect. That's Metagross GX, you know. But it's more than Gardevoir, and it has Dragon Claw that does 130 for 3 energy, and Sky Judgment. If you're playing an expanded, that you can get 270 damage in 3 energy placements. You know, 2 double colorless and a regular energy, assuming no one knocks them off. But that's pretty sweet. And then you, of course, have to discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. You can also use this in Standard using 2 energy and a triple acceleration. And then your discard at the end of your turn can be the triple acceleration energy. And then as long as you can keep getting triple acceleration, you can keep hitting for 270. And on the turns you can't, you can still get 130. There's some value there. There's some playability. Dragonite always has, for the last like 4 or 5, we've gotten a lot of Dragonites in the past year. Like 4 of them. 2 in this set, the GX and the regular. Then we got 1 in Team Up, I think. And then we got 1 in Dragon Majesty. And each one was just right on the cusp of good enough to see play. You know, it was like you could see it in some decks, but it wasn't quite breaking into the meta, you know? I think this one will probably have the same fate, but nonetheless, Dragonite has been really consistent in Sun and Moon. Mock Delivery GX, you may discard any number of cards from your hand until you have 9 or fewer, and then draw cards until you have 10 cards in your hand. So, I mean, there's some draw there. Because you could have 9 or fewer cards. You likely have 9 or fewer cards when you run that. But if you can discard down enough, you can really make that work. Or spend your cards. Let's say your hand is really empty and you're in a tight spot. It's really what Mock Delivery is for. It's somebody plays a reset stamp on you, and that's of course until it gets banned, because it got banned in Japan, amazingly. Or was that only an expanded? I should look that up before I say for sure. But basically, somebody plays a reset stamp, and you're at the end, you're winning, but now they reset stamped you down to 1 or 2 cards and put you in a hole. Mock Delivery can bail you out. So ultimately, it's a good card. It really is. Just get some love. There's no doubt. Yeah. I feel like this is gonna be... I was wrong. More Normalium Z. We just met her in the anime recently. That's an interesting card. It's tough for your supporter. I mean, at least you need to choose from 6 cards the 2 that you want. But it's certainly not going to replace something like Cynthia, where effectively you're doing the same thing, but you get to keep all of them. Granted, you're having to with Cynthia, you're having to shuffle your whole hand into your deck first, but still. Blues Tactics. I think I got the full art version in-game. I did. So I still don't have Red's Challenge and Green's Exploration. I really would like both of those. I want all 3 in real life too, but I want all 3 in-game. Even though it's still a video game and it's not the same as having it in your real collection, it's still fun for me to go into the game and look at my full arts, look at my GXs. It's still a rewarding experience for me. I think if it wasn't, this wouldn't... Opening packs online wouldn't nearly be as enjoyable, so... yeah. Reverse Axe you for that Hexorus deck, and there's that Mawile that I was trashing. Yeah. I could see this really working in Expanded. You could use Wily Bite. Basically, you would use Skyfield and then use Captivating Wink to pull out as many Pokemon onto the bench as you possibly could. And then, yeah, just start unloading. Could definitely see that. We're going down to the wire here. We're in the last 10, actually. It's weird to not just be going through all the ones that I have, but I'm trying to make more videos with less packs rather than like 1 or 2 videos each generation and then hardly, just opening up a bunch of packs per video. But it's like, okay, and then you have to sit here and watch us opening packs for an hour straight and then wait 3 months and then do it again. It wasn't, we were really busy, and we've kind of been able to have more time to do, and we got the alternate art Slowpoke and Psyduck GX. So there you go. If I do want to run it and expand it, I guess I have the ammunition now. But yeah, we're wanting to be a little more regular on the channel, and we have been, as you notice, a lot more. Probably the amount of videos, the amount of content we've uploaded in the past couple weeks is probably unsustainable in the long run, but at least when we regress to the mean, it's going to be more than what it was, I'd at least like to have a couple videos. I'd like to be at about 1 video a week, honestly, for what we're doing and what we're capable of affording, etc. That's where I'd like to be at. There's that Excadrill. I don't think it's that Excadrill that Wasi was hyping up on PTCG Radio. I think it's the one that's coming out in Cosmic Eclipse. Yes! Nice! Get that Naganadel GX. That's a very playable card. And I think I needed that for some builds I'm trying to work on. So that is slick. I will take it. I've still been in the process of converting some of my decks over to standard, and we are at the last 2 packs. Nice! Latios GX. That is awesome. It's a good card. This ability kind of hampers you. You could, in theory, use Power Plant, though, to take that off. And that's a weird, rare situation where you'd actually play Power Plant to help yourself, rather than to hurt your opponent, which is normally what Power Plant is used for. But basically, as long as you can get around and have this ability either by having enough Pokemon, or using something like Power Plant, or a Pokemon that disables abilities, you can run Tag Purge, which for Psychic double colorless, which in standard is going to be three energy placements, but Tag Purge does 120, and during your next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Tag Team Pokemon. So this is the winning deck from Worlds. It was this with Mewtwo and Mew. You would use Tag Purge, which would protect you from taking any damage. Clear Vision GX is kind of if I can't do it, then nobody can sort of ability, or GX attack. You use it, and then they can't use their GX attack. But yeah, everybody played this because Tag Purge allowed you to hit and then not take any damage from Tag Team Pokemon, which everybody was running. Then all you really needed was to have the pieces in your deck for being able to make sure that when people run Blacephalon GX, which isn't a tag team deck, or one of the kind of roguey decks that don't use any GXs, that you would have something to hit those. As long as you had that. And a lot of those roguey decks use abilities, so shutting off abilities and then using your attacks through Latios, not bad actually, not bad at all. Alright, here's our last flip for the day. It's a Zygarde. I feel like that's happened before on this channel during an opening. Anyway, there you have it. We still don't have Mewtwo and Mew, but that's okay because we're going to have a new video coming at you real soon. But in the meantime, stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining us. And until we see you next time, have a great day. Goodbye from live from Lavender Town. Bye.